So we're out here in the countryside, and normally in the summertime, this is all lavender bundles. But since we're here during the fall, those have all died off, and it's a little brown, but here we have some Easter Island statues. So let's go on in there, see what's popping. So I got here right as they opened, or far earlier than anybody else would be. So we got the whole place to ourselves. That little sign says hit it, so you can honor the hill of the Buddha. Are you supposed to hit both? So this is what it looks like when it's covered in snow. That looks like a pretty cool photo. It looks really nice when it's actually covered in snow. So in Japan, a lot of spots have like stamps. So like here, there's a Hill of Buddha stamp. So you would have, go out and buy a piece of paper, or, put the stamp on there, and then there's another one that you can date it with. And they had those like at the monkey park and stuff like that, so it's pretty dope. I forgot to bring my piece of paper to try and stamp it. But this has probably been one of my favorite spots, just because like there's no one here. It's just you and I, alone, without anybody else bothering us, really. So people are just starting to trickle in. But imagine this place during the summer, with the lavender fields covering it. That'd be really nice. So, Hill of the Buddha over there, but the Hill of Buddha was so cool that I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like, let's just go. Let's call it. I got a lavender bundle from there. They have a little greenhouse and they have succulents and stuff, but I don't want to try and transport them, and I probably end up killing them anyways. So this is basically a farm-to-table spot. So the rice is farmed here in Hokkaido. These are 20 different vegetables that are also from the region. And then I got a little lassi that they make their yogurt here as well. So we'll get into it. This is a curry soup. That was easily the best spot I've eaten at on the trip. It might be because of the fact that, Japanese curry is normally, you get like a little Japanese curry block, you add to it, and it kind of has the same flavor. But this one, I don't know if maybe I don't know what they were doing. Maybe it's just the addition of all those vegetables, but it gave it a completely different curry flavor, and it added a sweetness to it, and oh man, it was great. 10 out of 10. And then their yogurt that was used in the lassi, great. Everything on there was great. There was nothing on there that was bad. Like tomorrow, hopefully I have enough time to come, and I will come to eat at this spot one more time. This is definitely something I'll come back to Hokkaido just to go to the Buddha Hill again and to eat at the curry soup spot one more time. So after that curry, I had to come and get some donuts. I asked the cashier, where should I get dessert? And she told me this donut shop that's down the street. So I got the shop's owner's favorite donut, which is this almond one that was good. Again, it's not super sweet. It's way less sweet than, you know, donuts in America. And then this other one was like a sesame seed one that has a red bean paste on the inside, filled with red bean. This is great. See, man, look, this donut has some great filling inside of it. Super soft. Ooh, it's great. All right, now take a look at this donut. It's got sesame seeds in it. And then there's also that red bean inside of it. Ooh, it's like a sugar donut with red bean filling. Woo. Great. Now we're gonna walk around this little park to try and walk off these calories. Look, this spot also does soup curry, but it is not the same. They share the name, but they are not the same. I must have got here a little too early because they're still setting up lights. They need to uncover those trees. This is basically a permanent installation of the Opportunity Village. See, if I had a tripod, boom, picture right there, perfect. But no, I lost it. We did pick up some chocolate milk though, so I don't remember if I said this or not, but Hokkaido does, a large majority of Japan's milk comes from Hokkaido, so you gotta pick up a little bit of their chocolate milk. Try it out, you know, in comparison to the other one. Except this one's cold. The other one was hot, warm. All right, so it's already like kind of cold. It's raining. I don't have an umbrella or a jacket really. Like, this is not a waterproof jacket. So we're gonna stay under this cover for right now. But that chocolate milk, that one was a little thicker. You know what I mean? Thick with 2 C's. So whereas the other one tasted more just like it was milk, they added some hot chocolate to it. Boom, here we go. This one tasted more like a melted milkshake because it had a thicker consistency. So imagine you just had a like a chocolate shake and then you let it melt down. That's kind of what it tasted like. It was good. They're two different things, 2 different takes on chocolate milk. But it was good. I kind of like the warm one just because, you know, it's cold, it's raining. That would have been nice right now. At least give me the option to get the warm one. Looks like they're putting on their little show. And so look, this place has a camera stand. So I was able to put my phone on there, take a picture of myself over here. So that was nice. Well, let's see, they got them going. So this place is a factory, another factory. So we're gonna do another factory tour. Hopefully it's good. That's the definition of the grind. If you think you're grinding, are you putting out that many little small tiny cookies? So they got the cakes over there. And then over here are all the cookies. And then they get labeled. And they come out here. And then they gave me one. Cool. The perfect representation of what's taking place. They're whipping up the batter, getting some cookies on there, cookie shapes, baking them, putting a piece of white chocolate on there, adding the top layer of that cookie, and then checking it for perfection. You know, I'm not usually a fan of white chocolate, but this will pass. It's got a good enough balance between the little biscuit and the white chocolate. that last video was of Sapporo Tower. It didn't have any audio in it, but here we're in the center of the city, and it's starting to snow. I don't know if you could see that, but it was raining, and now it just turned into snow. So Hokkaido is one of the few places that raises lamb, sheep. So we're gonna get some Genghis Khan, which is basically a hot pot where we go and spread out that little thing of fat, and it'll slowly cook the veggies around it, and we'll put some of that on there and eat some of that with that, and we'll be good to go. Got our veggies in. So that lamb spot, it's kind of basically like a Korean barbecue spot. It's not all you can eat. It's fixed a la carte. Gaminess on a scale from 1 to 10, it was like a 6.5. I wish it was a little bit more gamey. I'm okay with the gamey lamb taste. And the portions were smaller, I got like 6-8 slices of it, but it was still good. The sauce that they had on there was nice. It was a good lamb. I'd probably try a different spot. It was cool. The vegetables were great, but it was it was cool. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, it changed the way that I think about food, like that soup curry did. So now let's get into this bowl. This is the Michelin star one. The other one that I wanted to go to, the first one, was closed. Of the 3 ramen spots, this one has been my favorite. I like the curly yellow noodles, and I like the broth. I did like the corn from this other spot that we just went to more, and their pork here, the portion that you got was better because it was not only thicker, but it was bigger, whereas the one here was like way more thinly sliced and smaller in size. Might have just been she saw some American come in, so she's like, I'm gonna give him the end piece, right? But this one had a better soup. This one had better noodles, at least in my preference, right? And so that's way more of the bowl is the noodles and the soup. And so I was able to pass on the fact that I don't know, there was just something about the corn here that I liked more. And, and then the fact that I got a thicker piece. But nobody was in here on this one when I went here. So it could have very easily been the fact that I just went when nobody was in at the other shop. And so he's like, I'll slap him a good one. I don't know. Not sure, but that one was my favorite so far. But still, they were all good. All of them have been great. And just like that, I made it back home, Vegas. Pachinko and slots. So pachinko, I don't even know how to play that. I just think you can't. There's no gambling, so you get balls, and then you have to go to another store to like redeem the balls to money. I don't really remember. I don't really know.